शून्यवादी भाष्याञ्च देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, नित्य गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Okay, so we'll start with the reciting. I think we finished the first 7 shlokas, so we will all recite one by one. And Manu Prabhu, if you're able to recite, it is okay. Even if you're like, if you're not able to recite also, it is fine, but you try.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, all right. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha. Oh, I'm not sharing. Sorry. I forgot. Thanks, Mataji. Yeah. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kimakurvata Sanjaya.
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय।
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवा मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय।
Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharma Sektre Kuru Sektre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakam Pandavascheva Kimakur Vata Sanjaya.
Read the translation, Prabhu.
Translation. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do?
Okay. Sanjaya uvacha दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यम् उपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत्।
सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यम् उपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत्।
सञ्जय उवाच, did you want me to read? सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनम् अब्रवीत्।
Sanjaya Uvacha Dristra tu Pandavasnikam Vayuntam Toyos Tada Achayam Upansanganya Rajas Vachanam Abravit.
Translation. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words.
पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मुं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता।
पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मुं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता।
पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मुं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता।
Pasyentam Pandus Portanam Achanam Mahatam Achamum Yutam Trutpatan Tritana Tabasisyana Timata.
Damini Mataji, you can read the translation.
O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada.
अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः।
अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः
अत्र शूर महेश्वासा भीम अर्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः
Astra Shuta Maheswar Asa Bhimas Arjuna Samayuti Yutona Vitas Viratascha Drupatascha Maharataha.
Read the translation, Prabhu.
Translation. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata, and Drupada.
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः
दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः
दृष्टकेतुश्च चेकिताना काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः
Drishtaketu Chintanena Sriyascha Chaviryavan Purujit Kunti Bhojascha Sibhascha Nara Pungavaha.
Translation. There are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kuntibhoja and Shaibhya.
युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्त उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः
युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्ता उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः
युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्ता उत्तमौजश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयश्च सर्व एव महारथा
Yodhan.
Yeah, Manu Prabhu. Yeah, Kranti Maharaj, go ahead. You go ahead.
युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्तान् उत्तमौजश्च वीर्यवान् सुभद्रो द्रौपदेयश्च सर्व एव महारथा.
Okay, here it's not Subhadro Mataji, it's Saubhadro.
Saubhadra. Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Saubhadro means sons of Subhadra. Okay, so Manu Prabhu, you can repeat after me. Okay, Yudhamanyuscha
Yudhamanuscha
Vikranta
Vikranta
Uttamaujascha
Uttamaujascha
Viryavan
Viryavan
Saubhadro
Sopatro
Draupadeyascha
Dropadetasya
Sarva Eva
Sarva Eva
Maharathaha.
Mahatarataha.
Okay. Damni Mataji, read the translation.
There are the mighty Yudamanyu, the very powerful Uttamoja, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters.
Asmakam tu no, you go ahead.
अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तान्निबोधात् विजोत्तमा नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञातं तान् ब्रवीमि ते
Asmakam tu vishishtaye tannibodaद्विजोत्तमा नायका mama सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थं तान् ब्रवीमि ते
अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तन्निबोधद्विजोत्तमा नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञातं तन्
Bravimi te.
Thank you.
Yeah. Manu Prabhu, you can repeat after me. Asmakam tu
Asmakam tu
Vishishtaye
Visishtaye
Tan Nibodha
Tanipota
Dvijottama
Vijotama
Nayaka Mama
Nayakamama
Sainyasya
Sanyasya
Samjnartham
Samyatyam
Tan
Tan
Bravimite.
Bhavimate.
Okay, Kranti Mataji, you can read the translation.
But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force.
Okay, now we are going to the text 8. We are going to learn this today. So, how will we go? Okay. Yeah. Bhavan Bhishmascha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha.
Bhavan.
Yeah, sorry, Prabhuji. Please go ahead.
I think it was your turn, Mataji.
I'm done. I think Bhavan Bhishmascha, that's all. I'm done.
Bhavan Bhishmascha
Karnascha.
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 Karnascha
Karnascha.
Kripascha.
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 Vipascha
Kripascha.
Samitim Jayaha.
Samitim Jayaha.
Samitim Jayaha.
Samiti Sahaja
No, Samitim
Samhitim
Jayaha.
Jayaha.
Yes.
Samitim Jayaha.
Ashwathama Vikarnascha.
Ashwattama Vikarnascha.
Ashwathama Vikarnascha.
Asvatthama Vikarnascha
Aswathama Vikarnascha.
Saumadattis.
Saumadattis.
Somadattis.
Saumadattis
Saumadattis.
Tathaivacha.
Tataivacha.
Tathaivacha.
Tathaivatra.
Tathaivacha.
Okay. We'll read line by line. Milan Prabhu, are you in a position to read?
Milan is not. Oh, Milan joined?
Yeah,
Oh, he did. Huh?
but I
I
think
will
his
read.
mic is off. All right. Yeah. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitim Jayaha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Kripascha Samitim Jayaha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Kripascha Samitim Jayaha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripaschan Samiti Jayaha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Kripascha Samitim Jayaha.
Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadattis Tathaivacha.
Ashwattama Vikarnascha. Saumadattis Tathaivacha.
Ashwathama Vikarnascha. Somadattis Tathaivacha.
Aswathama Vikarnascha Sarmadatis Tatavacha.
Very good, Prabhu. Yeah.
Aswathama Vikarnascha. Saumadattis Tathaivacha.
All right. Now we'll read the entire shloka. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitim Jayaha. Ashwathama Vikarnascha Saumadattis Tathaivacha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Kripascha Samitim Jayaha. Ashwattama Vikarnascha. Saumadattis Tathaivacha.
Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha. Kripascha Samitim Jayaha. अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च
Bhavam Bhishmacha Karnascha Kripascha Cha Samitis Jayaha Asvatthama Vikarnascha Samatatis Tateva Cha.
Bhavan Bhismascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitim Jaya Ashwattama Vikarnascha Saumadattis Tataivascha.
Very good. All right. Now translation.
Translation. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Vikarna, and the son of Saumadatta called Bhurishrava, who are always victorious in battle.
Is there a purport? Okay. Manu Prabhu, read the purport.
Purport. Duryodhana mentions the exceptional heroes in the battle, all of whom are ever victorious. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana. Asvatthama is the son of Dronacharya. And Somati, or Boris Rava, is the son of the king Palikas. Karna, the half-brother of
One moment. Just the purport. Let me just 1 minute. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Karna is the half-brother of Arjuna, as he is born of Kunti before her marriage with King Pandu. Kripacharya's twin sister married Dronacharya.
Okay. So Karna, so who is telling this? Who's telling this? Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha.
Duryodhana.
Correct. So Duryodhana is saying this. And what is he saying? Who are the great personalities in my army? That is what he's saying. Who are those? Like yourself. That is Dronacharya, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta called Bhurishrava, who are always victorious in battle. Okay, so he's telling the superior people in his party. So here Prabhupada says that, you see, Karna was actually the half brother of Arjuna. He's a brother of Arjuna, but he was born to Kunti Devi before her marriage to Pandu Maharaj. So Kunti Maharani, one day when she was a young maiden, so she was not yet married, and that time her father is a king. So when she was at her palace, one day Durvasa Muni came. So when he came, Kunti Maharani served him very nicely. So as Durvasa Muni was leaving from that place, he blessed Kunti Maharani, said, I'm very pleased with your service. So I'm giving you one mantra. Okay. So you recite that mantra, and the power of that mantra is such that whomever demigod you call, they will come to you and they will bestow their benedictions on you. Okay. So so Kunti Maharani was happy that she got it, but she wanted to test. So at that time, she thought that, okay, let me use this evening. So in the evening at the sunset, as the sun was setting, she saw the Suryadev, and she recited that mantra, thinking that I need a baby. So immediately Suryadev appeared, and he bestowed her the child. And that child is Karna. Now Kunti Maharani, she became baffled. She doesn't know what to do. She was not even married. So if any woman, if she gives birth to a baby before the marriage, then that time the system was that she will not be accepted. So she was very terrified. She didn't know what to do. So what she did is she abandoned the baby. She put the baby in a box and left that box in the river. And downstream, there was one carpenter or one low-born person. So he saw that this is a very nice wooden box flowing in this river. And in that wooden box, she nicely kept the bed for the Karna, and with nice jewels also, some money, so that whoever takes it will be able to use that to raise that child. So downstream, one of the person who was of low born, at least not a Kshatriya, he saw that box, and he was married, but he did not have any children. So when he opened the box, he saw there was a baby crying, and immediately he took that baby into the shelter, and he started raising that baby. So when he started, when baby was growing, Karna was growing, he was showing all kinds of Kshatriya qualities. And, so that's how later, like Kunti Maharani did not even know that Karna is there or not. So somehow Karna became friends with Duryodhana. And one day when there was, Draupadi's Swayamvara, that means, what is that called, Swayamvara in English? Selection of bridegroom by bride. What is this? Yeah, it's selection of groom, basically. So that's called Swayamvara. Self-selection of the groom is called Swayamvara. So Draupadi's Swayamvara, there was a big, competition. And whoever wins that competition will be able to marry Draupadi. So that was the rule. At that time, Karna came there. And that for the first time, Kunti Maharani saw that it is Karna. See, although Karna is born to Suryadev, but look at his association. He is associated to who? Duryodhana. So when Draupadi's Vastrapahara was happening, that means like stripping of that was happening, Karna was actually encouraging Duryodhana to do it more and more. So that was his quality. So it doesn't mean that although you are born from a heavy demigods, your quality or your characteristics will be very divine, not necessary.
Prabhuji, can I ask a question here?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Actually, Draupadi also laughed at Karna during her Swayamvar and she insulted him, right? So that's also wrong on Draupadi's front, right?
No, that is not mentioned in the Mahabharata.
Okay.
It's not mentioned. A lot of things which are coming in the movies and serials are, they are, they're portraying Karna as a great hero. Yes, he's a great hero, no doubt. But how come, a woman might laugh for any time, okay, for any sense. For that, you will strip her naked?
No, definitely not. That's definitely a mistake. That should not.
Mistake. Yeah.
No, I'm just either way.
No, it was not instigated. It is not mentioned in Mahabharata that she laughed.
Okay.
Yeah, no, or she maybe like, when was that? No, it was not during Swayamvara. During Swayamvara, what happened is Karna came. He wanted to take part. But Draupadi said, no, I don't want to marry you. So it is Swayamvara. That means the bride has the right to reject.
Understood.
For Kshatriyas, only Kshatriyas, okay? So the bride will have the authority. If she is not willing to marry that boy, he will say, please, I don't want to marry you. She has that right.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So there she didn't laugh. Later on, what happened in Maya Sabha, when when they were in Hastinapur, they had a very nice, beautiful palace, and in that there was so much of reflections, because the entire Sabha, the assembly was made with, the palace was made with gems, emeralds, precious stones, diamonds. So it kinds of creates, illusion. So how in desert you get an illusion of water, we call it as a mirage, but actually there is no water. So like that kind of illusion was there in that Sabha. So Karna thought, oh, here is a lake in the middle of that palace in center, in that assembly. He could see there is the water like reflection. So he thought it was water, and he was carefully going, but there was no water. It was just a reflection. Because in Mahabharata, it is clearly explains, in that water, like in that mirage of the water, why he thought water is, he saw fishes moving here and there. Now, how could you see fishes? Now, Maya, he built that palace so beautifully that those fishes were made with, with some green emeralds, and the eyes were of diamonds. And because of the reflections from the pillars, it looked as if that fish is moving. But actually, the fish is not moving. It's a drawing. The fishes were made. So, let's see, I will show you. See, this is some examples of, this is all the fishes. They're not actual fish. You see this? It is made of resin, epoxy resin. You see this?
Wow.
They're not original. They are just epoxy. So if you go to YouTube and search how to make a realistic, see, this is there is a video here. So you can make like this. See, imagine just with the resin you make. At those times you had crystals, you had paintings. There were much more facilities in the previous yugas than current, like, in terms of the knowledge, when I say, and this Maya Sabha, Maya is not of this material world. Sorry, he is of this material world, not of this planetary system. He is born of upper planetary systems. He constructs the various assemblies for demigods. So you look now how this is looking so realistic. And on top of this, he got like mirage kind of a reflection. Obviously, anyone will think that there is a fish. And because of this reflection, it looked like as if the fish was moving in that. See how great our previous constructions were. So he thought, oh, it's a water. But when he saw, there is no water, it's just plain floor. And then further he walked, and then he found that it was just a plain floor, but there was water. So he stepped into it, and suddenly, he fell down and he got wet. So at that time, there were some palace servants were there, women, some servants were there. So they laughed. So when they laughed, Draupadi was not there. She was inside. So she said, why are they laughing so loud? So she came outside just to see. So then she saw Karna became completely wet. Why he became wet? Although there was water, the reflections of all the the palace walls and pillars and the mirrors. There are mirrors also kept. So the reflection made it feel that it is a plain slab or a plain flooring, and there is no water. Sorry, it is not Karna, it is Duryodhana. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I was thinking the same. I thought I missed this. Yeah, it was.
It is Duryodhana. So
Yeah.
there is no account of actually. So there, what happened is the servants of Draupadi were laughing, and so Draupadi came outside and saw, and he felt bad. Oh, he didn't knew it. She didn't make a mockery of that of him. But what he thought is, oh, she laughed at me. Her servants are laughing, and she came out. She's the reason why they're all laughing. So anyway, this is a miscommunication, misunderstanding that happened. And he was so destined to actually insult her. But there are no accounts in Mahabharata, at least, where it shows that Draupadi laughed at Karna.
Yeah, thanks, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can I ask one more question, or you want me to ask at the last?
Yeah, at the last we can go, Mataji.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, already it is 8:38. Okay, I want to finish one more verse. Okay, every day I wanted to finish at least 2-3 verses. So in that way, in 1 year, we can finish this Bhagavad Gita, and we will all be ready. So how many months in December or January? How many months? So we are in June, right? So June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. 7 months, around six months are there. So there are 6 months into 4, around 25 weeks are there. 26 weeks. So 26 weeks, every week, if we do 10 verses, in 26 weeks, we can do 260 verses. So at least 1/3 of Bhagavad Gita we can complete. So why I'm saying this, Gita Jayanti will come in December, and Gita Jayanti is the day when Lord Krishna spoke this Bhagavad Gita on the auspicious day of Ekadashi also. So all of us can recite. So at least 1/3 of Bhagavad Gita we can complete, and by the next year to 2024 Gita Jayanti, we should be able to complete all the verses. Okay, so that's why I'm hurrying up. Okay, now your text 9. Okay. Anye cha bahavaha shura.
Anye cha bahavaha sura.
Anye cha bahava sura.
Anye ba.
Anye cha.
Anye ba.
Anye cha.
Anye cha. Anye cha bahavaha. Baha Surya.
Very good.
Anye cha bahava sura.
Anye cha bahava shura.
Very nice, Mataji. Madarte tyakta jivitaha.
Madarte tyakta jivitaha.
Madharte tyakta jivita.
Madate Dwakta Jivataha.
Madarte tyakta jivita.
Madarte tyakta jivitaha.
Nana shastra praharanaha.
Nana shastra praharanaha.
Nana shastra praharnaha.
Nana Sastra Praharnaha.
Nana shastra praharnaha.
Nana sastra praharanaha.
Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Save Yutta Vitradaha.
Visharadaha.
Visharadaha.
Very good.
Yutta visharada.
Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Now we'll read the entire verse. Anye cha bahavaha shura. Madarte tyakta jivitaha. Nana shastra praharanaha. Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Anye cha bahavaha sura. Madarte tyakta jivitaha. Nana shastra praharanaha. Sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Anye cha bahava shura madarte tyakta jivita nana shastra praharnaha sarve yuddha visharadaha.
Anyecha Baha Surya Matya Arte Twakdivitaha Nana Sastra Pararanaha Sarve Yutha Visaraha Radaha.
Anyesha Bhavasura Madarte Tyakta Jivita Nana Shastra Praharna Sarve Yuddha Visharada.
अन्ये च बहवः सूरा मदर्ते च त्यक्तजीविताः नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदः.
Lata Mataji, you already practiced the entire Bhagavad Gita?
No, Prabhu. Just I heard sometimes, that's it.
Very nice. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, Lata Mataji is pronouncing so well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mata.
Yeah. All right. Read the synonyms.
Anye, others, cha, also, bahavaha, in great numbers, suraha, heroes, mat atte, for my sake, tyakta jivitaha, prepared to risk life, nana, many, shastra, weapons, praharanaha, equipped with, survey, all of them, yuddha visharadaha, experienced in military science.
Okay. Kranti Mataji, read the translation.
There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in military science.
Okay. Lata Mataji, you can read the purport. Are you in a position to read, Mataji?
One minute, Prabhu, just.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as the others are concerned, like Jaya, Dartha, Kartavatma, and Salya, all are determined to lay down their lives for Duryodhana's sake. In other words, it is already concluded that all of them would die in the battle of the Kurukshetra for joining the party of the sinful Duryodhana and Duryodhana. Duryodhana was, of course, confident of his victory on account of the above-mentioned combined strength of his friends.
Yeah. So as we discussed, so Duryodhana, he had almost 30% more or 30 or 40% more military strength than Pandavas. So, and there were great fighters like Jayadratha, Kritavarma, Shalya, and in the previous verse also we say Asmakam to Vishishtaya Tan Nibudhvijotama, like that. That means Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Ashwathama, Vikarna, Bhishma, all of them are there. So he was very confident, because imagine all the great generals of at those time are in the party of Duryodhana. So he was very sure that he is going to win. And the Pandavas did not have any such great heroic or commanders. But still, Krishna made sure that Pandavas win. Okay. All right. We'll stop with this, and next thing on Monday. Yeah. So Monday we'll continue with the next verse, that is 10th. Any questions?
Prabhuji, I have one question. Kunti Maharani, she abandoned Karna, right? First of all, it's wrong to have a child before marriage, and then she abandoned him. So, I mean, is it not a mistake? Why was she never punished on this?
Okay, so you see, Kunti okay. Now, when we talk about, in Mahabharata, there is one story, it will come, okay. I forgot the names, but this history is there. Okay, so there was a sage. All right, so he was just meditating and doing tapasya in some remote part of the village. And one day, what happened, as he was just meditating, thieves were stealing the things from few houses, and then the security guards of the king, they found them, and they started chasing those thieves. Now these thieves, they came and they took shelter of this sage's house. So what they did was, when these securities they came and they captured the thieves along with the sage, because they thought the sage is also part of their gang. And this sage was in Maunavrata. He couldn't talk anything, speak anything. He wouldn't reply. So when they were all taken to the king, now their punishment was given. Now what is their punishment? Is they will be made to sit on Trishul. You know what is a Trishul? A trident. Okay, you see this Trishul means a trident. Lord Shiva has this. So Trishul was fixed to the ground, and they were made to sit on this. Now what this will do, the middle portion of this Trishul will slowly pierce through your back, that means through your anus, and it will pierce your brain. When it pierces your brain, you will die. This was a punishment given. And this sage was in tapasya. He was meditating. He was made to sit on that. Slowly this pierced his anus and then the other organs, and it will not happen one day. Slowly until their death. And finally he died. At that time, he went through so much of agony. So when he was put in front of the Yamaraj, he was asked, like, why am I going through this pain? Then Yamaraj said that in your previous life, when what you did is you took an ant and you used to take one needle and you used to pierce that ant from behind and onto the head, and you used to kill the ant. And the ant used to go through so much of pain. So that is why you have to go through this. This is the punishment for you. This is a loss of karma. Then he asked, what is the age when I did that? Then Yamaraj said, he's under 7 years or 8 years or something like that. Then he said, see, I was a boy. I did not know what was right and what was wrong. Now, in the Dharma Shastra, it is mentioned that any sins which are done at in a lower, when your age is less, it is actually the sins are taken by the parents. Okay, so that is why it's very important, until unless they become adults, all the sins that that children commit, it goes to their parents. So, and that too, I was a child. I did not know what was right, what was wrong. So it is not right for you to punish me like this. Hence, I curse you that you fall down from your position, and you will take birth in the material, in the Bhuloka. And although you are of such great personality, you will not be able to provide or rule over. Okay, so that is why that Yamaraj, he was born as who? Vidura. So you see, Vidura, he could not rule because he was born of a Shudra. He could not rule, but he was a great advisor, great preacher also. So Prabhupada mentions in Srimad Bhagavatam know that Yamaraj is also one of the Mahajanas. The 12 Mahajanas are there. Yamaraj is one of the Mahajana. He wants to preach. Every time he's doing only the law and order work, he wants to preach. So, Krishna made such an arrangement that he would get cursed. So that when he comes to this Bhuloka, he would associate with Krishna, and then he would also preach his glories. Okay, so you see, Prabhupada says, how severe is your sins, any sinful activity? You will get the actions back, the reactions, you will get it back. So that is why we have to be very important. Now, why I'm saying this is Kunti Maharani was at that time maybe was not married, still was a Kanya, maiden. Now, just for fun and just to test the power of that, she simply asked. Now it is again the will of the providence. Okay, so that is why, although she has committed that offense in that early age, now it is done without proper knowledge and all that. So some part of it was excused, but from the day she left that baby in the box, every day she used to think, I have committed such a big blunder. Because right after she left that baby in that wooden box, after that wooden box traveled for some distance, then she felt that the separation. And then she realized, oh, I'm doing great offense or great mistake. She ran after that box. But, the current of the river was so fast that she couldn't catch up with the speed of the box in the water, in the river. So she lamented. She searched, she asked through, she cannot say it loud to everyone. So through some, confidential servants, she didn't mention any of this. So she said, I had some valuable things in a box. Somewhere I lost it. Can you please search it out? Nobody could find it. See, they're all devotees, right? So when the devotees are there, even one mistake when a devotee does, right, he will do a lot of prayashchita. Prayashchita means atonement. He will feel bad. So that, say, when it is mentioned that when a sin has to go, there are a few things that has to happen. One is that based on the severity of the sin and to whom it has been performed, you have to face exactly the same sin to clear off your the sinful debt. So if it is a Shudra, it is same. It is a Vaishya, then for that it will be multiplied by 10. If it is a Kshatriya, multiplied by 100. If it is a Brahmana, it is multiplied by 1000. If it is a Vaishnava offense is our greatest offense. It will destroy everything, whatever you have built. So not 1000, 10,000 or even 1 lakh, depends on how severe is your offense. Okay, so here in Kunti Maharani's this time, so she felt bad throughout her life until she saw Karna, and she felt little solace. Oh, my son is alive. Okay, so she went through a lot of pain. Now, see, in both the cases, you see Kunti Maharani or Yamaraj. Yamaraj is a demigod, but he's still in which world? He's still in the material world. And in the introduction, we read, what did we read? That anyone in this material world has 4 imperfections. Do you remember what are the 4 imperfections? Anyone remember what are the 4 imperfections?
Material desires.
No.
We have imperfect senses.
Exactly, imperfect senses. Then
Cheating, the tendency
correct.
to cheat.
Tendency to cheat. Very good. The second one. What is the third one? Imperfect senses, tendency to cheat. Then you can become illusioned. Okay. And the fourth one is you have the tendency to commit mistakes. See,
Mm.
at the fourth. See, a mundaner is sure to commit mistakes, is invariably illusioned, has a tendency to cheat others, and the fourth one is limited by imperfect senses. These are the, with these four imperfections, one cannot deliver the perfect information of all pervading knowledge. So these are the four imperfections of every human being, not only human being, of any kind of living entity in this material world. May it be Brahma or even an insignificant bacteria or an ant. So that means what? Brahma has also committed mistakes, no doubt. Okay. Now you see who Yamaraj, he has committed the mistakes. But how did that mistake turn into? It turned as a very big boon for the devotees. Now, what was that boon? Because he had the desire to preach. So that is why for Vaishnavas, there is no concept of this is boon and this is bane. Nothing like that. Everything is mercy of the Lord. If I fail or something, it is a mercy of the Lord. If I pass, it is mercy of the Lord. So, Kunti Maharani also. There are Kunti Maharani prayers are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's favorite prayers are Kunti Maharani prayers. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to always chant Kunti Maharani prayers. How comes he's such a great devotee and still commit mistakes? How? No, that means one must understand that it is the plan of the Lord by which this because Vaishnavas are, other day we read that they're not they come under divine energy, divine potency, all the pure devotees. Right? Okay, Mataji. Is it clear, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay. All right. It's already time. We will stop here. So we'll just chant Hare Krishna mantra 3 times. I need to drop early, so we'll chant Hare Krishna 3 times and then we'll close for the today. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.